Okay, cool. Well, I am back. I took my brother to a thing where he's going to run in the snow, apparently. It's called like the Jingle Run or Jingle Bell Run or something weird like that, but I guess that's up to him. Anyway, back to the stop motion creation. I have to figure out where I left off. So, let me open up that. I cannot get my thumb into there. Okay. Oh no. Okay, so now here's one of my least favorite things to deal with in a stop motion. So see how it looks blurry? That's because that is called onion skin. It helps you line up exactly where you were before. And that's not quite exactly, but that is decently close. That's close enough that I'm willing to deal with it. Okay? Oh, let's see. I don't know which step. It's gonna look weird if we step with the same foot twice, so I gotta go see what foot we used last time. Last time we stepped that way, so we want to step with this guy. Okay. Let's go back to the camera and do our next step. I need like a system. Maybe I should just set up two Steves like that. Except his hands are facing the other way. So right now, I'm going to try to create an assembly line. I'm going to set the next one down and then pick the other guy up. So that way I can try to make this as efficient as possible. And that is using all of my Steves. So, okay. And let's take the picture. And the furnace is turning on. Okay. And picture. The next step is this guy. Here, in case you wanted to watch the assembly line of Steves here. Take this guy and put him there. Move everything over. Pick up this guy. Here, I'll just have them slowly work their way over. We're almost there. So, part of the reason that I'm doing this live stream is because I am very unmotivated. So, knowing that it's going to be on YouTube for a very long time helps motivate me. Okay, now that he's at the top of the stairs, we're gonna change up his walk just a little bit. So he's now going to have only a little bit of a step, opposite arm, opposite leg. So now instead of a 90-degree step, he's gonna have a 45-degree step, meaning that I'll only use 2 Steves instead of 4. So let's go ahead and get another Steve with the opposite leg. Get his arms set. He's not going to be swinging his arms quite as much because they're just smaller steps. He's no longer going up the stairs. Let's see. Last one was that leg, so we're going to want to go with this leg. And stick him on there. Okay, so these 2 Steves can be set aside for now. Okay. Now he's going to stand still for a second as he reaches for the door. So now I'm moving his hand to reach for the door handle.
Aiden,
Yes, Mom?
did you have any difficulty getting Landon where he needed to be?
I don't think I've ever seen the dirt road that slick before. I went around the curve at like 10 miles an hour and slid a little bit. It was like, so if you drive anywhere, take the corner like really, really slow.
Okay.
Okay. No, Steve, you're not supposed to do that. Okay, let's see. What peg was he on? Or what stud? He was on that stud. Pull the door open a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to run into a dilemma here. So, Steve is trying to pull the door into himself. So either I need to make Steve back up, or he has to move to the left in order to let the door swing open. That's something I should have thought about earlier, but now I have to face the consequences of my actions. Oh, that's okay. I'm the only one watching. Unfortunately, I had to take my brother, otherwise could have made this one thing. Here, I'll move this a little bit further back so you can see all the action. Okay. I think I'm going to have him step back a little bit. So he's going to take a step back here. Steve. And then Steve realizes he needs to step back one more stud. And Steve can start putting his arm down. It's okay, because the camera doesn't know how close Steve is. to the door. Okay, and that is fully open. So now, can you see the roof? I'm trying to see if you can see the roof in my shot, which you kind of can, so I'll set you right there. And I'll set this to a wider shot of everything. Okay. So now we can go back to the short little walking motions. So gonna go ahead and put this Steve down. And let's remodel our other Steve again. One leg forward, opposite arm, opposite leg. All the way to the butt. And picture. And always keep track of your studs. Because if you put it on the wrong one, you have to go back and redo it, and that kind of stinks. Unfortunately, I don't have a good way to light up the house. So, the house looks kind of dark, but that's okay. And there are no studs in the doorway itself, meaning I have to figure out how to make Steve balance in the doorway. Can you make it, Steve? Okay, good enough, good enough. Don't fall over. I need you just to hang on for a second, buddy. Okay, this is why I make roofs on my houses removable. Because with a removable roof, it makes this so much easier. Yep, just stay there, Steve. Stay there for a second. Oh, I have made another error. I did not close the door. If I close it now, it looks like he's got an automatic door. I don't know if I want to do that. But screw it, I'm going to go for it because I don't want to reanimate that. So, Steve is now stepping into the house. And picture. Oh no, I did that with the roof off. That was dumb. Okay, go back, delete, go back, set the roof on, see if we close the door a little bit. We did. Picture, okay. Now, offset the roof again, trade out Steve's, set him down, close the door a little. Reset the roof. And picture. Okay. Okay, offset the roof, take Steve out, put it back in, reset the roof. Close the door a little. Steve is in there far enough now that it shouldn't matter. Okay, let's see what this animation looks like. Let me go back to OBS Studio. Okay. Okay, let's go back. Gotta scroll all the way back to the beginning and play. It's a little choppy. We can change that by going to settings Ah, that's why we're doing 5 frames per second. Let's shoot for 10 maybe? I got a message. And play. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. That was what? 20 minutes of work total? I guess now that also helps because I have it on live stream. I can tell exactly how many minutes it was. Okay. Now I gotta figure out what I want my next shot to be. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the roof off and do an inside shot. Which means I also need to pull my phone out of my handy dandy contraption here. That was satisfying. And relock it on. Okay, so we'll set that to the side for now. Let's go back to the end. Camera. Oh no, my phone might be too long. Phone, I need you to flip over. There we go. Okay. So now I might shoot a shot of Steve coming down the hallway. Yeah, I just want to make it so that way you guys can see. A little bit too far. Okay. So, I don't want it to look like Steve has a roofless house. So I need to make sure that I tilt the phone down enough so that way the walls are, there we go. That's good, right there. Put a, oh no, don't go to sleep on me. Whoops. I accidentally hit the button. Okay. And it went to sleep again. Dude, that button's actually surprisingly sensitive. Okay, very, very gently set it down. Okay, thank you. Wow, that was hard. Okay, and I am going to go ahead and set Steve up. I also need to change the angle of my lighting because I want it to make it look like his house is not built without any lights. So I think, oh man, that looks great from the outside. So I basically just set the lamp in between a couple rooms so that way it's shining down onto the hallway that I need shine down on. Hello, whoever's watching. Feel free to add any comments if you have any questions about stop motions. I'm not an expert, but I can help, possibly. Or just questions about life in general, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I'll try my best to answer. Ooh, that's actually a really cool shot. Okay, uh-oh. No, yeah, that's right. And picture. And picture. Ah! Steve, I didn't mean to throw you, I'm sorry. Do 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 do. Oh, onion skin. This is where that comes in handy. Where was I at? Okay, I am on the right stud. I had a moment of doubt there. Oh, well, whoever stopped by, thank you for stopping by. It's okay that you left. And next picture. Steve is just slowly walking closer to the camera. I need to pick a point on when to cut it off and switch shots again. Kind of need to clean out his house. There's a bunch of hair and different things in here. Okay, I think that's close enough to the camera. It looks weird enough. Okay. Pull the phone out, pull the Lego stud out, and then let's check it again. Okay. Let's go back all the way to the beginning, and we'll see it from the top. And play. It's like a cute little duck walk. Okay. We're up to 84 pictures. This is why stop motions take a really long time. I'm at 84 pictures, and you saw how fast that went by. It's 8 seconds, 10 frames per second, so it's, well, I guess 8.4 seconds. Close enough. Next, I think I'm going to have him walk into the kitchen. So I'll set my phone up over in the living room and watch him walk away into the kitchen. So that means I got to reset up everything real quick. I'll make it so we don't have to look at 2 Legos. Okay, that should hopefully have gotten rid of quite a few hairs. Where did I set that Lego? There it is. Here's my handy little brick that held my phone up. Okay, so then I want to go ahead and put that down. Ooh, maybe I won't even need a Lego stud to hold it this time. Set the GoPro up right there. Does that look okay? I'd say it looks decent. Phone is just below the GoPro there. And then every single control on the mouse is opposite. That's fun. Let me set Steve in and see if everything is looking good. You can just see over the edge of the house. How bad? It's just barely enough. I think we'll be okay. I don't want to have to redo all of this though. As you see, they take a while. Okay. Next step. I must have missed the button. Yep. Oh, goodness. Okay, I think I'm going to have him start turning a little bit. Ooh, don't hit the light. So now he's starting to walk at a slight angle. Might look like he's drifting around the corner just a little bit. Okay, we'll keep him walking till he's completely out of frame. I believe that is completely out of frame. Yep, that is. No, it's not. I'll just pull him out because he's just a sliver in there. Okay, let's pull this out and check it again. And I have to angle the GoPro up again. Okay, so let's go back. I want to have it pause for half a second. And I'll go a little bit more than half a second. Just that way it holds on that last frame before we move on. So let's go back, watch it from the top. Okay. I'd say it's looking good so far. We are up to exactly 99 photos. Wow, these are ridiculous. 99 photos. That's unfortunate. Okay. And now he will be walking into his bedroom, which I have to clean up a little bit because, oh, that's a lot of hair. Time to get the big guns. Got canned air. Okay. What do you think of my little bedroom? I think I did pretty decent. We got a bed, a dresser. Here's an extra dresser. For some reason, Steve liked mailboxes, apparently. Then you got a gaming setup. You've got a master closet just for the bedroom. And then you've got a master bathroom just for the bedroom. Which that also needs blown out. And fun fact, you can take the water out of here. Sometimes. See, it's coming out. You can take the water out and put in any color Lego you want. So if you want to say they went pee, you can put in some yellow into the toilet. It's the little things that makes it fun. Okay, so now the question is, how in the world do I fit my phone into the bedroom in order to record? Like, that's not easy. Okay, and there's an axolotl and a speaker. There's actually speakers throughout the house. I built them a while back and didn't want to break them. Okay, there's his diary. Back where it needs to go. Can it fit? It Can? Oh, come on. My screen protector's just a little bit too wide. Maybe actually. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's gonna be an interesting shot. In fact, I might even have to I'm pulling the mouse out, and I'm gonna have to take these pictures by hand. What the heck? I don't need tips. I know how to run this already. Is that the selfie camera? Oh no, that's the last shot. I'm like, turn onion skin off for now. Okay, I'm gonna have him walk up to his bed and swing like he's gonna hit it. Just like you sleep in Minecraft. Okay, let's get Steve in there. Take a picture. And it's such a tight space. Oh no, you can see it out just a little bit. Let me go back and see if you can see my hand. You can. Okay. Let's go ahead and delete. And you can also see my hand. Delete. That's no fun. If I take the trash can out, maybe it'll fit. Okay. Trash can is out. Yeah, no, it didn't really fit any better. Could put like a fake wall up. Something like this. Nah, it just looks tacky. Man, there's too many decisions. I think I'm just gonna stand over to the side here, and I'm just gonna take pictures into the void. Then he'll be standing. Okay, I'll set my other Steve down for a minute. And now he's going to reach out to click it. Sorry, everybody. There you go. No, Steve, don't fall over. Okay. And then now, since he clicked his bed, he can just lay down in it. Let me straighten his head out. Okay, Steve's now sound asleep. Okay, I don't know if I should. I think I'll attempt it and see how it goes. I'm going to slowly remove the lighting so that way it looks like it's getting darker. And then I need to just shut the lamp off. Okay. Now it's time for light to slowly come back, and I think maybe I could totally bring it through the window. Here, I'll set you guys up right there for now. Okay. We want a little bit of light. And now he is awake. Okay. Let's take it out and look at it again. Look at how close the phone was to not fitting. It is all the way touching against the edge here. It's touching the edge here. This corner is wedged against this corner. Like, that was a really tight fit. Okay. Now let's go back. Scroll all the way back to the beginning. We're up to 131 pictures, which is 13 seconds. Woo! Man, and we haven't even done all the Foley yet for the sounds. Oh, that is sweet. I did not expect the lighting to turn out that good. Like, I was expecting something mediocre. But watch as the light goes away and comes back. That is... Whew, I'm proud of myself for that one. I'm proud of myself for that one. That's nice. That's really nice. Okay. Let me think what I want to do next. If I look all the way at the beginning, I have not shown the garage yet, meaning I can place it wherever I want it to be. Okay. Oh, I'm still the only one watching. That's unfortunate. Okay. So, let's put the phone back into the contraption, which means I need it to flip over again. So here, let me give you a good shot of this contraption. I think it's really handy. So, you go ahead and pop off this end piece. And that allows the phone to be stuck in like this. And then there's a hole on this side for that little piece to come out of. So now it sticks out the side there. And then to hold the phone in place, it's got just two sticking off the end of it because it sticks in just a tiny bit and it holds it almost perfectly in place. So I can turn this thing upside down, left, right, however I want, and my phone will stay in it. Engineer. Except I'm not, because college is expensive. So, the garage. Where do I want to put the garage? Let me go back to photos. Okay. let's see. I'll put Steve in the doorway here. He looks like he's trying to escape. Okay. Okay. Ah, that sucks that the plug-in is right there. I guess the house doesn't really have a background. So if I just move everything over, a few things need to find a new home. Such as the canned air, Walmart sack, controller I bought to play it unrailed with. Oh, that's where that went. That goes on top there. Okay, let's scooch this whole thing over. And then now the garage is no longer in front of the plug-in. So we've got the house, garage, everything else. Do I want to make Steve walk from... Oh, I didn't even realize I had a fifth Steve. I guess I do. Look at that. Sitting in the car. Okay, where'd our other Steve go? He's in the house still. Okay. So, it's really hard to make a Lego character walk on carpet. So I need to figure out how I want to get Steve off of this ramp and over to here. I could just get him down to the bottom here and then do a cut over to the garage. I don't think that would be a terrible idea, actually. I'm gonna roll with that. Okay, well, now we gotta make him go down the stairs. Okay, tap to get into focus. Let's get the roof onto the house. Okay. Steve is currently in the door. Really close. And let me switch back to the GoPro, so that way you can see what's going on. Okay. Okay, picture number 1 of this next scene has been taken. I need to turn the onion skin back on. It's throwing me off not having it on. Okay, let's set up 2 Steves again. Okay, 1 foot forward, opposite arm, opposite leg. Make sure his hands are facing the right way for the other Steve. Opposite arm, opposite leg. 1 straight down, 1 at a 45. Okay. Now we're going to do the opposite leg. 45. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay. Now we've got 2 Steves set up. And we're going to go ahead and get our first Steve in there. Get out of the house. Did I move the door yet? I have not moved the door. Okay, so there's the door fully opened, and he can take his first step. Sweet. And where's your other guy? He's your other guy, right? Yes. Okay. There he is. Oh. Steve, you're being difficult. He's going to go down the steps a little bit faster this time because I am not going to do a frame in between each one. Steve. Okay, let's go ahead and check to make sure that that is looking good. I don't think I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning this time because it's starting to get decently long. We're up to 162 pictures. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Let's go back to the end. Back to camera. Alright, time to change our shot. Turn off onion skin for a moment. Let's see. Can you see the windmill? Oh, you can, just barely. That means I have to move the windmill every single frame. And that is unfortunate. Unless I just go a little bit closer, and I'll only have to spin that little guy. Oh, but the shadow. There. No more shadow. Okay. Now I think shadow's not really on the wall. Everything is super bright. There we go. Okay. Let's get our two main Steves here. You guys are looking as beautiful as ever. Not as beautiful than you, Steve. Okay, and let's start this next scene here. He'll walk right in front of his garage door. So let's head and take a picture. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. What do you do? You swim. And I'm gonna kind of do this a little bit lazy way. I'm gonna have him walk through that door there, and he will already be in his car, because to have him get into the car, because it's not very close to the ground, would be quite difficult. And once again, if anyone's watching, feel free to drop any questions in the comments. I am not an expert, but I can try. Okay, he's gonna start turning here. Hopefully we don't make him look like he's drifting around the corner. That's a little too close. Okay, he'll stand here. He'll start reaching for the door. I gotta push the door out just a little bit. Can't quite hold it. Okay. And I'll open a little bit more as Steve pulls it open. And he's gonna need to take a step back. And he can start putting his arm down. That's too much right there. I can't quite land him on a stud quite right. So I'm just gonna try to balance him right here. I am now seeing how difficult that is. Oh, there we go. And unfortunately, I moved him all wonky. So now the other Steve can't do his job. All right. Okay, the roof on this building is a lot harder to move. So hopefully I can just do this without having to do that. But Steve, I need you to stand on that stud. Yep. No, stay there. Steve, you're not being very helpful. Okay, we'll start closing the door. And since it's 8 frames per second, you're not really going to be able to tell that he just stood there. Oh yeah, that reminds me, before I forget, I need to go back, and on this, I want it to pause for a second. Well, like half a second on the completely pitch black, so that way it looks like it was night for more than an instant. And then I'll also pause on this frame that I just stopped on. Okay, Steve, we're gonna throw you into your car now. Yes, before anyone comments, I know there are no cars in Minecraft. I am well aware of that fact. We'll pull off his blinkers, so that way when he does use them, it doesn't look weird. Okay. And this door was closed. Let's put the roof back on. And I completely forgot to spin this thing back here, so we're gonna call it a non-windy day. I don't know if I got a picture of this, and I'm gonna pause it anyway. So I'm just gonna snap a picture right there. And now we can begin the garage door opening.
You're getting right in? I'll pick her up and be back in the
Okay, we're gonna start the forward rolling of this car. Okay, garage door is now fully opened. We're gonna have him turn on his blinker here. We're gonna leave it on for 2 frames, off for 1, or sorry, on for 2, off for 2. Okay, blinker back on. And we're gonna pull it off again. And his garage door is going to begin closing. It's a lot at once you gotta keep track of. And he's getting faster, so I'm gonna start moving him more. And I don't want to move the garage door more, because it's not moving faster. Luckily now I don't have to worry about the blinker anymore because that's out of frame. Then we'll finish having that garage door close. Okay. All right. So now we want to go back and pause when Steve goes in. So Steve goes in. Door starts closing behind him. This frame right here. Okay. That's okay. We will pause here. And I want to pause it for like 2 seconds. So if we're at 10 frames per second, I want to pause this 20 times to pause for 2 seconds. And what that will allow me to do is it will allow me to put a car starting noise on, an ignition sound. So let's watch these last 2 scenes that we did. Steve comes out, walks over, starts the car, opens up, turns the blinker on, and drives off. Okay, we have 224 photos. So that is currently 22 seconds of content. Woo, we did it. Okay, so 22 seconds. I don't know if I'll make this longer or not. Maybe I will live stream this in the future. But for now, I have to go. So, thank you everyone who stopped by, and thank you all who are watching now. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to end it right here.